Go, kitty cat. Hey, Charlie. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Random Randomness, everyone. Gonna do something a little bit different today. Gonna do a product review. Haven't really done a lot of product review videos. Haven't done any product review videos, as a matter of fact, but just got something in. FedEx just delivered it. It's called a Chirp Wheel. So some of you might have seen these floating around on social media. For anybody that has issues with back pain, and being 42 years old, I will admit to having back pain from time to time. Actually been a chronic issue I've had since I was about 19, unfortunately. So might clue you guys in on some details on that later, because maybe that'll help some people too. So that's the whole point to this channel, by the way. I just want to help people. I want to show them how to do things. I want to show them how to build stuff. I want to show them some cool adventures. So product review, why not? You know, that might help some people too. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first thing about the Chirp Wheel is it does arrive in a pretty cool box that says Go Chirp on it. It also says natural white all-purpose flour. But hey, they're just trying to be tricky with people. So it's not flour. We just put that on the outside so nobody steals it. I kind of like that. That's pretty smart. All right, so let's open the box, see what we got. Always fun opening boxes with one hand. Ooh, all right. Those are funky. I like the color. And as a free gift, they give you a, it's one of those posture corrector things. Upper back posture corrector. I have no idea if I'm actually even going to try that. Those things always looked a little silly to me, but who knows? I might give it a shot. So in the box, obviously you get your owner's manual and probably instructions on how to use it. Pretty straightforward according to what I've seen on their website. You sit on it and lay on it and roll on it. So these are essentially supposed to help you be able to stretch your paraspinal muscles, the muscles that go up and down along either side of your spine, along with moving the vertebrae around enough where they pop and crack like what a chiropractor would do. Small, medium, large. That's harder to do when you're holding a camera and watching the screen than you think it is. Small, medium, large. So each of them also includes a channel for your spine so that the foam on the outside is pressing on the muscles, but the foam in the middle is sort of leaving your spine alone. So that was sort of what drew me to these. Was sort of interested to see how that is. I've used foam rollers before and not really found them all that beneficial. I do a lot of yoga stretching and mat work and that kind of thing just to try and keep things loose. But yeah, so the intention is the small one is supposed to give you the most pressure and really be more like a deep tissue sort of thing. And then the medium one is, you start off with the large one, that's the easiest one and hurts the least. And then you move to the medium and then you can use the small on the really bad days. That's sort of the way they advertise them. So I'm gonna start with the large wheel. A lot of people say they ended up pretty quickly moving to the medium wheel. I will say in a lot of the reviews that I've already read, people have said that starting out, first couple of days, you hurt. Like these, they really move things around and they get your back to do things that you're not used to doing. But then after you get through that initial period of pain, things get better and for some people get significantly better. So we will see how that works. They've got a decent amount of heft to them. They're probably like a polycarbonate on the inside. They're supposed to hold up to 500 pounds. And they're not super light. They're not as light as a foam roller, obviously. Padding is actually pretty decent. It's fairly squishy. But still provides some decent resistance. So I'm actually, I just got back from a drive. I volunteered at a local animal shelter, so I just spent a couple hours cleaning litter boxes and food bowls and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take advantage of my lunch break right now and give the big one a shot. So let's get set up and see what happens. So if you're like me and you've had chronic back pain for a while, you've probably tried a bunch of different things to help out with it. So we're all familiar with the run-of-the-mill basic foam roller. These are $10 at wherever you want to get them from. My dog chewed on mine at one point, and this one's seen better days. It's flat. You lay on it, you roll back and forth. Kind of hurts, and really, I've never had much in the way of relief from these. Some people swear by them, and I've always wanted it to work. I turn to it sometimes, and I'm like, please, just pop a couple vertebrae and make it better. And they never do. So I keep using it, and then I kind of give up on it. So it's really become sort of more like a pillow. I'll use it to prop my legs up if my feet are hurting or something. The other thing a lot of people end up using is tennis balls. So I have used these for years. It's kind of been my default, and I'm hoping the Chirp Wheel can replace these too. We'll see, but the idea is you take a couple of these, you put them, sort of in the middle of your back, where the paraspinal muscles are, one on each side of your vertebrae, and then you roll up and down on them. They tend to move, they tend to kind of fall out, and they're pretty hard. So they actually can do more harm than good at times. So, but that's been my kind of de facto standard up until this point. So we'll see. Maybe I can finally stop using these things too. So, but we're going to start out with the big guy. So there's your track for your spine again up the middle. Balancing, I hear, according to what they write, just kind of keep your legs spread out to the side enough so that you can balance on it and don't fall over, and we'll see how it goes. You can roll this supposedly all the way up right to back of your neck. I wouldn't roll it on your neck, but the idea is that it's narrow enough to actually get between your shoulder blades, which we'll see. I think it will. I've kind of, put it between my shoulder blades already a little bit and said, oh, I think that actually would fit. But we'll see. So, without further ado, I already said that once. Let's do the thing now. All right, let's see if I can get on this thing without falling over and killing myself. I hear the easiest way is sort of like getting on one of those exercise balls. Sort of just lean against it and then sort of roll up on top of it. Oh, this already feels weird. I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna see what happens. And if I fall over, you guys will get to watch it. So enjoy. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that moves things a lot. And it does fit between the shoulder blades. And it doesn't go, wow, the little channel actually does give your spine some room too. I haven't fallen over yet. I'm relatively speechless right now. Huh. This is, I'm still kind of speechless. It does hurt a little when you first get on it. It really does put some pressure on the muscles, but you can also feel it just sort of gently arching your back. It's like if you could relax just enough, really everything would move. I don't think I got any actual popping vertebrae out of it, but way better than a normal foam roller. And does get between your shoulder blades, so that's no joke. This thing got right up between, and that channel, I was worried the little channel was not gonna be deep enough for your spine. It was still gonna rub on your spine. Not at all. Nowhere near the way a foam roller hurts. And I think it remains to be seen, but I already feel like it moves some stuff around in ways that those things haven't been moved around in a while. So it's about 2 weeks later at this point. I've been using the Chirp Wheel pretty much daily now for the past 2 weeks. Trying to do it at least once in the morning, at least once in the evening. I got to tell you, to finish off this review, I'm a huge fan. This thing has done things for me that nothing else that I've tried so far has done. I had some pretty good mid-back pain. I think mainly I work on computers all day long, and so sitting in a chair, it's not the best thing when it comes to your back. This thing has almost completely eliminated that. Still have some of the chronic pain that I've had for years, but I don't think anything's ever going to fully get rid of that. Just manage it as best you can. But seriously, this thing, I can't say enough about it. A couple times a day, 2 or 3 minutes. I feel like a snake oil salesman, like, oh, this will take care of all of your problems. Just try it. I'm being serious. Try it. I have gotten results out of this thing I didn't expect to get. I honestly expected to be doing this review and saying, it helped a little bit, give it a shot. I really am a believer on this thing, and I've told a couple of my friends about it already. It's not perfect. It ain't gonna fix everything. But man, you can be, a couple hour car ride, get back, roll on it for 3 minutes. It just loosens everything up, moves stuff around just enough, pushes on the muscles just enough to get some blood flow. It really does what they say it does. It's pretty comfortable. I haven't fallen over on it yet, so I almost did once, but so far I haven't fallen over on it yet. Been a couple of times where, you roll on it and you hope for the best, and, it doesn't always help immediately, but I think cumulatively it does seem to help and continues to help. It doesn't hurt to roll on it anymore. So I had pain the first few times I used it rolling on it. It's moving things and pressing on things that aren't used to being moved or pressed on. That's gone. It now feels very comfortable, and I look forward to rolling on it. And it really does help. It really does. I am kind of blown away. I was speechless the first time I used it. I'm not speechless anymore, but, and yeah, if you've got just general muscle tightness, if you've got some chronic back pain, talk to your doctor. If you've got if you think you've got something like a disc issue, I probably wouldn't just roll on it. I'd probably talk to a doc first to make sure it's okay. It does move things around quite a bit. I did have one instance of having it push on something just a little too hard, and I actually felt like it pinched a nerve a little bit. Just got off of it, and it was fine at that point. But very happy with it. It really, it's solid. It flexes a tiny little bit when I lay on it, but I think this thing will be around for a long time. So well put together. And well worth, I think, $69.99 I paid for the 3 of them. So I don't use the middle one, I use the big one. And if I want a little bit more of like a deep tissue just to really press on some of the muscles, I use the tiny one. And this one doesn't stretch as much, but it definitely puts a little bit more pressure. I don't use the tennis balls anymore. I don't use my other foam roller anymore. And I really have even cut down on stretching. I used to stretch things out for literally 20, 30, 45 minutes sometimes. I don't need to do that anymore. I roll on this thing, I stretch for about 5 minutes, loosen things up, and move on with my day. And there's only so many hours in a day, and being productive through most of them is how a lot of us want to be successful with our lives. So seriously, get the 3-pack. Don't cheap out. If you can afford it, get the 3-pack. Roll on the big one, roll on the little one, use the middle one if you want, or give it to a friend or something. But really, very, very impressed with the whole thing. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's a little all over the place. First time I've done a product review. So, but hope you enjoyed. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want. It's really random. I do a lot of different things all over the place. Just trying to be helpful, just trying to show you guys things, and anything that might help you in your lives, or show you how to complete a task, or whatever it happens to be, and hopefully have a little fun and a few laughs along the way. So real quick, one more, not a product review, but one more shout out. If you've never seen one of these, also highly recommend it. It's called a muscle hook. You guys might have seen it hanging on the wall as I was doing this video. Muscle hook, very much a fan of this as well. This will allow you to press on any muscle knot that may hurt a lot and hopefully make them not hurt as much. So big fan of the muscle hook as well. Just look it up and get yourself one if you really need it. Just I'd say this and my Chirp Wheel, two favorite back remedy items. So besides, you know, a handful of Tylenol or something. So enjoy, like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. It doesn't hurt to roll it on raw. Really having a hard time talking this morning. Of course I'm doing this video and I forgot a knife. So yeah, let's go get a knife. Or a pair of scissors. Let's get a pair of scissors. That's a really hard word to say. Cumulatively. Oh, hi Charlie. Trying to figure out what I'm doing right now, aren't you, Cat? He looks slightly perturbed. So these are the wheels. Obviously this is the pack, small. Oh, sorry. I have no idea what that looked like on camera. I'm sure I'm going to find out after I see it. I'm on my almost dead plant. This thing's pretty sad looking. We're going to do something about that. And scratch the hell out of the floor as we do it. We'll go on it. Chirp. Yay! Yeah, how'd you like that shot? Ooh, right. Look at midsection.